What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in to episode 2 of Mortgage Stories. This one has to deal with a couple that applied for a mortgage loan using their worker's permit, and they had a nightmare of a process down the line. I hope this is educational for you, and without further ado, here's episode 2. This is Vladimir. Vladimir is an architect for the largest firm in his country. He's really good at his job and he loves what he does. And this is Vladimir's wife, Gloria. Gloria is a high-level manager for one of the largest banks in her country. Together, they both enjoyed their careers, but an opportunity arose for them to work abroad, and so they both applied for work permits. Soon after, they moved from their country to the United States to find stable jobs. But this proved to be more difficult at first than they anticipated, even with their professional qualifications. They were pressed for time because they knew that they could not apply for a new work permit if they could not find stable jobs. They were on the clock. Eventually, though, Vladimir and Gloria did find stable jobs, moved into a brand new apartment, and were actually quite happy with the lives that they were leading. However, their family began to grow and eventually outgrew the apartment and space that they were in. So after a short conversation, Vladimir and Gloria decided that the best option was to buy a house. They decided that with their combined income, financing shouldn't be a problem. They presented this to their local lender, and the lender promised them a 30-day closing. But this was only the start of their troubles, because 2 months later, the lender told them that they could not qualify because they needed their new work permit IDs. See, Gloria and Vladimir had been in the country for more than 2 years at this point, and even had 2 years of employment history, but their new work permit IDs had not come in. They had wasted so much time at this point, and their $3,000 escrow deposit on the contract was now at risk. They were out of time and out of options. Vladimir and Gloria were extremely frustrated and disappointed. One day soon after, they were explaining their situation to a friend, and their friend suggested that they reach out to a guy online that makes videos about mortgages and home ownership. His name is Kevin. After speaking with Kevin, he explained that although the lender was technically correct, their time was completely wasted and they were now down $1,500. He explained that even though they already applied for their work permit, there's a long list of people that renew it every single year, and it could take months for them to see their new IDs. The confusion was that if you're buying a house with a work permit and you need to apply for a renewal of that work permit, you have a 180-day automatic extension period. But that rule only applies if you've had a prior renewal. And in the case of Gloria and Vladimir, that was impossible. But Kevin said the solution was simple. He would recommend them a bank that would gladly help them recover their $1,500 through the closing costs, work their whole loan process until they receive their new IDs, and help them find a new house to put a contract in. It took 4 months for Vladimir and Gloria to finally receive their new permit IDs, but only 30 days later, they were closing on a brand new house. Timing and information is everything in the home buying process. Even though technically the original lender was correct in denying the loan, they wasted 60 days, and Gloria and Vladimir were down $1,500. In the end, Vladimir and Gloria fulfilled their dream of home ownership due to their determination to not give up and a tiny bit of help from the finance basement. So that's it for episode 2, guys. I hope it was beneficial for you. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you have any questions or you want to see any specific scenarios, reach out to me and I'll do my best. And Finance Basement out.